I went and saw The Substance last night. So good. So good. I cannot recommend going to see The Substance enough. I also feel like it is a very good thing to see on the big screen. There's just a lot visually happening with it. Detective Hoops, yes, I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 1000%. It's so good. Demi Moore is so incredible. She's such an incredible actress, and she commits so much in this movie. And she's just fucking spectacular in it. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I know horror movies don't get Oscars. They don't even really get Oscar noms all that much, but fucking Demi Moore, she's gonna get robbed for not even gonna get nominated for it. It's so fucking good. Her performance is just crazy. Yeah. It's a spectacular movie. I really cannot recommend it enough if you like horror movies and can deal with gore. Yeah, I went and saw it last night. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I went and saw it on the big screen. There's so much happening visually. It's a gorgeous movie, first of all. It's also a fucking crazy movie. It's so deranged. The director, I think it's Coralie Farjit, if I had to guess, or maybe no, it's got to be Farjit. Farjit, maybe. I saw her last movie. Her last movie was also a horror movie. It's called Revenge. And it's a rape revenge movie, which is probably my least favorite subgenre of horror. But I actually quite enjoyed that despite of that. And there are some parallels. There are some parallels with the ending scene of Revenge and the ending scene of this movie that is just like, okay, I see it. This is like your director's signature for you, which is crazy. Fucking The Substance. So good. I'm gonna describe it in a way, and I was gonna post this on social media, but then I was like, I feel like this is reductive of how insane and unique this movie is to almost make this comparison. But I have to say, I have to get it off my chest, which is that The Substance is the best adaptation we will ever get of Junji Ito's Tomei. Because there's so much overlap. Wow, Captions does not know what to do with Junji Ito. I feel like there's so much overlap with the kind of body horror happening in both of them. And Tomei is a difficult series of stories, I think, to actually adapt. And this is like a better feminist version of that kind of story, because we are seeing it from the perspective of the Tomei. If that makes sense. This only makes sense if you are familiar with this particular Junji Ito. I might be mispronouncing it. Tomie? Probably. It's probably Tomie. I'm putting the I in the wrong place. Anyway, The Substance was great. I highly recommend it. As I was walking out, there was two people behind me who were talking about it, who I think went into it expecting it to be like a prestige horror. I think they expected it to be a prestige horror movie, and they were really, really struggling. And one of them was like, well, I think it's about aging and how we think about women aging. And the other person was just fucking spiraling. The other person was just like, that was so weird. What the fuck? That was so gross. I can't. And it was just like, first of all, that's not subtext. It's literally about aging in Hollywood. Was it prestige horror until the last 30 minutes? I don't know. Prestige horror movies, I think, a thing that personally defines prestige horror for me as somebody who likes goopy ass horror, one of the things that defines it for me is the willingness to flinch away from the really horror stuff. And And this is so unflinching when it comes to the goopy body horror stuff in a way that I think most prestige horror really is so willing to cut away from. I think this movie leans into it so much. Ugh. Yeah, it is very campy. I loved it. It was so funny. It was a really funny movie. Yeah, what defines prestige horror is the same thing that defines pornography, which is it's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. I know it when I see it. And one of the elements that to me defines prestige horror is a shyness in engaging with like horror. I don't have a better way of saying it. I never saw Prestige because I just don't care. I never saw Men. I should say, let me say that again. I never saw Men because the concept of the movie was just like, okay. I was just like not interested in it. And nobody was like, oh, this movie's really good, you should go see it. Whereas like the Prestige, people were reaching out to me. And my Anthony Burge reached out to me and he was like, you gotta see this Substance. And I was like, okay, dude, you say it, I'll do it. It really is like, I feel like prestige horror will take you up to the moment of the terror, but then flinches in the depiction of the terror. Whereas I think non-prestige horror takes you up to that moment of terror and makes you flinch. And it really is, the question is like, who's going to break first, the director or the audience? And that's not a really good metric to define prestige horror. But when I think about especially like A24 horror, they're so coy with the actual like grotesque gore body horror stuff. Yeah, Hereditary is like the number one, I think, prestige horror. Should I do an explainer on prestige horror? This is one of those things where it's like, all the prestige horror stuff feels very obvious to me because I've been tracking it so closely for the last few years, like its rise and I think Disillusion, Suspiria remake, The Lighthouse. Would that be useful? Okay. That's okay. I've actually I started writing a prestige horror explainer. And then I was like, everyone knows this, right? I have that. It's that XKCD comic where it's like, like people within their field don't understand what people outside of their field know about their field. It's one of those sorts of things. Midsummer, yeah. No, but Midsummer is super prestige horror. And I think Midsummer is like a perfect example of a movie that flinches away from its horror. Because there are moments of like gore and body horror. You've never heard of prestige horror before right now? It is like the main trend in... Yeah, watch Titan. Actually, The Substance reminded me a lot of Raw. But part of me was like, is that just because they're both French directors? Titan is not prestige horror. Prestige is schlock. And I love it a lot. Yeah. I have thoughts like prestige horror is a horror movie that's just not interested in being a horror movie. I don't know. Prestige horror is the good thing about prestige horror. It's gotten a lot of people to watch horror movies that wouldn't normally watch horror movies. Raw is good. Raw is good. Highly recommend Raw. You can do a Raw Titan doubleheader and then just never sleep again. That would be fun. Yeah, prestige horror is like, they're like the Oscar bait of horror. Yeah, horror light, but make it cinema. Yeah, that's exactly it. It is the most popular trend in horror media right now, although I think it's sort of losing some steam. And I have mixed thoughts on it. I like that it brought a lot of people into the horror scene because I fucking love horror movies and I love that people like to watch them. I like to talk about them. I mean, it's genuinely a thing I've devoted my life to. But the thing I don't like about it is the people who got into horror hate the horror movies that I love. They don't know what to, people who love prestige horror don't know what to do with movies like The Substance, which is very campy and really funny and really gory and shocking and genuinely a struggle. I haven't seen the most recent X movie, the one that came out this year, Maxine. I've seen the other two. And those movies, I'm curious, do I consider them prestige horror? I don't. I would not consider them prestige horror, but I do feel like they are, I think people who like prestige horror would like them because they're very meta, but maybe they're meta in a way that is difficult to parse if you don't already love schlocky 80 trashy horror movies. I don't know. What did I think of? Sorry, somebody asked earlier, and I totally was too busy ranting. Somebody asked earlier what I thought of the hair curling scene in The Substance. Crazy! The whole movie's so fucking crazy, and that sequence in particular is just like, okay. I just like the edge of my seat being like, okay. Where are we going? What's happening? What is any of this? That was my position for the last like 20 minutes of the movie, where I'm just like, okay. But in a fun way that I really enjoyed. This week's episode of Big Game Hunger, my podcast, where me and a guest get 3 prompts and have to make a video game based on it. This week I had Nick Lives, who some of you might be familiar with his work because he's one of the devs on Home Safety Hotline and also Night Signals, which we've played on this stream, and which we will be playing the DLC of Home Safety Hotline in the future. But he came on the podcast. It was incredible to talk to him, because he is clearly also like a hardcore horror fan. So we ended up talking about The Fly a bunch. I could have genuinely talked to him about The Fly for like the full hour. And it was only with great reluctance that I pivoted to the concept of the show. But I also really like the game that we made. But yeah, we talked a lot about The Fly and how much we love The Fly and how much we love fucking goopy ass horror. Last time I saw a preview with a remote Q&A after, this is from Galumfer, this girl asked Ari Aster a very thoughtful question about like the way that mental illness continues on through families, both genetically and traumatically. And Ari Aster was like, do you know what you're talking about? And I was so annoyed by him. And the guy that played the son too, was very oblivious about it. The girl that played the daughter was awesome though, an old stage pro. Fascinating. I thought it would be, you thought it would be too gross, but then The Substance happened. I mean, the movie is called Hereditary. That's a great fucking point, Columber. I did not see Ari Aster's new movie that came out. I did not enjoy Midsommar. And part of the reason I think I didn't like Midsommar is that I've seen a better version of Midsommar, and it's called The fucking Wicker Man. It came out in 1970s, and it's the perfect movie. Oh, The Substance is so gooshy. It's real gooshy. It is extreme body horror. This reminds me of the Cronenberg interview where he apparently says he has no mental illness and is just a happy man. Need me a freak like that? I love that. Deeply anxiety inducing, Beau was afraid was. Okay. I think Ari Aster is a good director. I don't think he's a very good editor, and that's a shame because he did edit Midsommar. I think he edited Hereditary too. I don't know if he edited Beau was afraid, but it is one of those things where it's like, you need an editor. You need somebody to bat your hand away from the mouse and edit this into a really tight, concise movie. But people loved Midsommar, so I'm just a hater. I have not watched the Creep movie. I've heard good things about him. As a Norwegian with an inherent fear of Swedes, I liked Midsommar. There are things about Midsommar I liked, but it annoyed me with its unwillingness to lean into the horror aspects of it, as do most prestige horror movies. Has anybody been watching any other good horror movies that they recommend? I've been very negligent about seeing horror movies this year. It's just hard for me to get out to a movie theater. It was a lot easier to get out to a movie theater in New York because I was just desperate to leave my apartment for any reason at any time. But if anybody has, I need to see Maxine. I haven't seen Long Legs yet. I know people were losing their mind about that. Oh, Possession. I got to see Possession on a big screening here this year in St. Louis. Possession is fucking crazy. Actually, I thought about Possession as I was watching The Substance because there are aspects of Demi Moore's performance that remind me of the performance of, what's her name, Isabella. Is her name Isabella Adjani? Because her fucking performance in Possession is crazy. It's bonkers. It's absolutely crazy. And there are aspects of Demi Moore's performance that overlapped, I think, in just like the sheer commitment and absolute like insanity. All right, as a little treat for myself, I'm gonna remove my gamer splint. I was gaming last night as well. And I was like, it's just really hard to do anything with a mouse with the splint on. And my thumb is feeling a little bit better. Okay. What else did I see? I saw some other horror movie recently. I can't remember what I saw, though. Oh, Flatliners! I saw Flatliners for the first time recently. I really enjoyed it. Flatliners is the kind of movie where I'm like, if you love prestige horror, Flatliners is a good gateway movie. We have only just started Anxious Topiary. I was talking about The Substance. I saw The Substance last night, and it's all I want to talk about. The old one. I haven't seen the new one. But it's good. This is a solid horror movie. Very entertaining. Okay. I really liked it. I mean, I like Joel Schumacher in general. He's got a hit or miss record, but I always have a good time in Joel Schumacher movies. And I think it's a really interesting movie, the way it tackles like bodily autonomy and the ways in which men try to deny women the bodily autonomy that they so enjoy. And it's one of those things when you first start watching the movie, I was just like, all right, where are we going with this, Joel? Joel, my hand is in your hand. Lead me away from here, but I'm nervous. But it was great. I loved it. Okay, I don't really know where we're going. We've got a gun now. And as we all know in video games, that means nothing can stop me. I'm a killing machine. That film got you sort of got you into sci-fi, because I love horror and I don't really like sci-fi that much. I think it's a very good sci-fi horror. And it leaves a lot of questions unanswered, which I quite enjoyed. I guess I'm trying to go to this question mark, but that's just around the corner. Hello? Is there somebody on the other side of this door? I guess there's somebody on the second story above us. We also saw that weird trash chute that didn't have anything in the bottom. Okay, so the trash chute is the question mark. You know what I haven't watched yet this season? And it is peak time for it? Over the Garden Wall. Classic. Oh, welcome back from Germany. How was Germany? What happened last stream? So this is James. What? Look at the camera, James. James. He's shy. He's came here because he got a letter from his wife saying that she was here. And he was like, well, that's weird. Why is she in Silent Hill? We've been here before. We came here and had vacation. And he got here and he met a girl. And then he got into the city and it's really fucked up. And there's like monsters and shit everywhere. Alright, well, so if I'm not trying to get to that question mark. Yeah, that's the thing is I always want to sit down and watch Over the Garden Wall with friends. But I've just been so busy. Just been so busy and so tired. Alright, I don't think I can get to the 3rd floor yet. Yeah, I'm intrigued at the fact that they're coming out with a stop-motion short. I'm intrigued by that. I can't tell if that's like... I can't tell what the purpose is. I'm curious if they're testing the water for like additional... I don't want to get anybody's hope up by saying this, but I am curious if they're testing the water to potentially do more over the garden wall. I don't know really what that would be composed as. Sorry, I hear footsteps. I guess something's pacing. Let's go stand outside and look at the map. That's the thing, is they might just be making a cool thing. But that's not how capitalism and media works anymore. It just simply isn't. But there's a chance that, I think, is it Patrick McHale? Is that his name? I can only remember him as Party Pat from Adventure Time. There's a chance that he just has enough power that he can be like, we're going to do this, and people are going to love it because it's been 10 years and people still watch this show. Okay. I've got one. I wonder if I can put that. I wonder if I can put this into that chest. Oh. Sammy Lambie says, new to the stream, just wanted to say I love all your horror everything. Thank you. And also I'm getting into mouth-watering partially because of your recommendation. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I made a mistake in regards to mouth-washing because a piece of mouth-washing fan art popped out on Tumblr and I liked it because I was like, oh, mouth-washing fan art, cool. And now and now that is just all my Tumblr. My Tumblr is just full of insane mouth-washing fan art. And the good news is fucking everybody hates Jimmy. So that's the upside. But it is just a wild thing to be strolling and be like, here's some horny Baldur's Gate fan art. Also, some really gross, goopy mouth-washing fan art. There's a shocking amount of fan art. Opposite of a problem. It's not terrible. I haven't stopped, so the good news is that it's taking over all the Hatsune Miku art, because the Hatsune Miku art has been overwhelming. Okay. 3 bright coins in 5 holes B. First it's the maiden under the tree. Flower, the man. Here comes the man so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight, his eyes doth shine. I would assume... Did I do anything? No, okay. Oh, it said under... Oh, the man... Maybe the man goes under the moon. Alright, well that didn't do anything. Alright. Have all the episodes of the Uzumaki show come out yet? I've been waiting for them all to come out before I watch them. It's airing weekly. There are only 4 episodes, though. I'm not invested enough in Tumblr to fuss with the settings of my Tumblr. Okay. I really am just at a loss. Maybe I should... Am I supposed to fuck off and go to Rosewater Park? No, it feels like there's more to be done here. Alright, let's... But I can't get through to that door because I don't have the key. Is that right? Or maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. Well, let's see if we can go around inside. Is there anything blocking my way from this side? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's try it. I can also get up to the 2nd floor now. Can I get up to the 3rd floor? Actually, let's double check that. I seem to remember there being 1 milk crate and 1 insurmountable milk crate in my way. Yeah. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. Oop. No, thank you. Footsteps echoing. Do I have any horror reading? Any recommendations there? I read horror every once in a while. I mean, if you haven't read Shirley Jackson's works, that's really the thing I most recommend. The Haunting of Hill House is just probably the best horror book that's ever been written. Don't grunt at me. I don't like the little grunt that he does when I can't open a door. Like, we're both doing our best here, James. Ooh. I might have already cleared out this room. Ah, okay. Oh, that's right. I think did I go out the window here? Did I come in the window here? Okay, so that's the courtyard. So I can cut through here, potentially in the future. I'm gonna try to remember that. Ah, come on. Okay. Maybe going up to the 2nd floor is what we want to do. This area's a dead end. Let's go up to the 2nd story. I am angry and will remain angry about the Haunting of Hill House Netflix show for the rest of my life. For gummy swords, for some of those partially because of the reason you're stating. Oh. You've got a head. Let me see it. Stomp it. Okay. Man, I finally sat down, I think was it earlier this year or last year, and watched the oh, I must have already been here. Watched the horror, what was it? The vampire Catholics, the Catholic vampire show that he did. And I watched about half of it, and I was like, I really want to finish this to give it its full due, but I fucking cannot with this show anymore. I ended up watching the second half of it at double speed on Netflix, and that made it a lot more parsable, but that is like, it feels like a kind of a damning thing to have to do. I mean, and it says more about me maybe than it does about his work, but ooh. I really, really loved the concept of Midnight Mass. Like, I think that's really interesting, but it just goes on. There's so many monologues, and to what end? I just like desperately wanted it to be edited down. I know people quite like Mike Flanagan's work, but I have the same problem with his work as I do with prestige horror, and I don't necessarily think his is prestige horror, but it's just like, you're so interested. I remember being here. So much more interested in the non-horror aspects of your horror story that it's just like, it's just frustrating to me. Because I love horror. I love horror is my thing. See, I was here. Keep out of the third floor. Oh, okay. The last thing about the substance, my guess. I saw somebody refer to it as anti-MILF propaganda. Thoughts? Maybe pro-MILF propaganda. I don't know if I think it's MILF related at all, actually. I think Demi Moore has a reputation like that, but I don't know if I think the movie is actually engaging with MILFery in any sort of way. First of all, she's not a mother unless you want to contextualize her relationship with Sue as in a motherly sense, which you definitely could. Where am I? Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I don't think I've been in this area, so let's carefully explore over here. Ah, shortcut. Do it. There we go. Good job, baby boy. It feels extremely likely to me that James is somebody's baby girl. Like, I have to assume James has quite a following. That's like, oh, he's just a poor baby boy looking for his wife. Hey, bud, if you ate any of that, that's why you're vomiting. Just to clarify.
Hey, who's there?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, I swear.
Hey, are you okay?
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
It's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay. So, do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I came here. Figured it might be safe, but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe. These things,
No shit.
this whole town, there's something wrong with it.
My keyboard has a different color scheme, presumably because we're in a cutscene.
Yeah, you're right.
It's blue
You
and
want
white.
to come with? Maybe together we can
Yes.
find a way out of this town.
Take my hand,
can't
Eddie.
leave.
Ugh.
Not yet, I need to find someone.
Oh.
His wife.
And, Eddie, be careful.
Yeah. You too.
Give him your gun, James. Can I engage with anything here? Okay. Just curious if maybe that guy had an energy drink in his pocket. All right, James. Okay, I think this will. Okay, so this get us to this courtyard, I guess. I would love to see what's. Oh my God, there's so many of them. And I think there's another one. Yeah. God, there's a lot. Okay. One at a time. I played the demo for Hollow Body, and it didn't really light me on fire. I was like, I'm gonna wait to hear reviews of the fuller game, but I haven't heard much talk about it. The talk I've heard about it has mostly been like, hey, it's out now. It hasn't been from people playing it who are like, you gotta check this out. Are y'all stuck there? Look at these fucking Sims. Look at these fucking Sims stuck in the pool. I mean, they can still vomit on me. Right? You can't get out, right? Oh, there's probably something in that baby carriage, huh? It's not done much for you? Yeah. If that changes, let me know. There's something in that baby carriage? There's gotta be fucking something in that fucking baby carriage. Games, I know how you work. Woodside Apartments. Gate is open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Outside those hours, request assistance at reception. Okay. Okay. You think it's just one? I think there's going to be a key in there. You shouldn't put health drinks. You shouldn't put energy drinks in baby carriages. I don't think that's good for babies. Whoop. Wow, whiff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm just doing so bad. Remarkably poor shooting for somebody who plays as many FPSs as me. Wow, come on. These things are really, really wiggly. Makes the FPS aspect of this quite difficult. That was some of the worst shooting I've ever done in a game on stream. I know, Snake Lady. I'm gonna regret it. Hey, okay. Snake coin, though. That was important. Is there anything else down here? Any other little, maybe a little treat for Papa? No treat for Papa? Not a treat for Papa. Well, that's fine. Papa doesn't deserve it. I mean, Gummy Sword, unfortunately, it's a core aspect of the genre. Everything's wiggly and it takes 1,000 bullets to get anywhere. And you're not gonna like where you get even after all that. Okay. Cannot interact with that lock. I mean, depending on how recently you count, Home Safety Hotline was released earlier this year. And I really, really enjoyed that. A much different kind of horror. But really good. Okay. 3 byte coins and 5 holes B. First hits the maiden under the tree. Wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. No, flip it. Can I not? There we go. Okay. Here comes the man so sleek and so fine, in the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. We're only gonna get 3 coins for it. This is my reading. We're only gonna get 3 coins for that. Because it said 3 coins in 5 places. So I have to assume... Well, we're definitely looking for 1 more coin. Ah, to hell! Okay. Oh, that still has a big question mark. The pool does. Was there something else? No, there's nothing else down here. I got the thing. Update my map, game. Part of me wonders if the dumpster / trash chute doesn't have the other coin. I think we're going to the 3rd floor. I think that's the plan. Can we get back in through this window? Okay. Eddie, are you still here?
Eddie, are you gonna be okay?
Do you want an energy drink, my
I
dude?
guess.
Giving people energy drinks is the most emotional James gets. Like, that's the most amount of care he can provide to another human being, so... Alright. Let's go up and see what we can get on the 2nd story here. Okay, there's a red block on the map. Here. Was that... Oh, okay, no, that means the save spot. Yeah, I'll take a save. Don't hate a save. Third story. Okay. Ooh, bullets? Bullets. Love that. Here's some infernal screaming. That probably has nothing to do with me. Ooh. What door are you? Okay. Something on the other side of this wall. Oh, this wall that I have to squeeze into? Oh, God. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that it kind of darted. I don't like I'm gonna have to squeeze in here. Where are you? 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 Fuck you! Fuck. Fuck! I'm gonna die. Ugh. No. They're so insect-like. The movements are so insect-like. Oh my God, okay. Whew. Okay. I have to appreciate that the visuals of this are really unpleasant, but there's no lock on. Whew, okay. I have to assume from your perspective, and even from my perspective, that those fights are kind of a nightmare, because there's absolutely no like lock on, and so there's no way for me to like steady the camera during those portions. Ooh, a syringe, thank God. No! Who left this handgun ammo in this first aid kit? I know there is something here. I know, I can feel it. It all looks normal, but it's not. It's underneath, pulsing, trying to get out. Is it trying to get out? Or should I get in? I have to uncover it. Rip it to the surface. Peel it off layer by layer so I can see. I know it's there. Well, that's a wall. It's a wall, James. Okay. Well, they don't have heads, so it's a real puzzle of where to even shoot at them. No, okay. No, no, no. Don't get closer. Whatever's making that sound, do not get closer. Must be above me. Okay. Okay, so we need to go out and over. Alright. Nothing for it. Out and over. Oh. I see you. Ah, how are you guys so good at fighting? They're all legs! Man, this guy cannot take a kick. Oh. I don't feel great about this. I do not feel great about what I think I'm gonna have to do there. Syringe? Yes! Okay, thank God. I was wrong. No, I wasn't, but I wasn't entirely right. I need to peel off more. Something more blood close. I was looking outside, but it is in me. There's someone inside me. Sinister note! I collected the one sinister note in the game, everyone. The only note so sinister it gets the name Sinister Note. Those are just lyrics. All right, get on your belly. Slither on through, James. I almost called him Ethan. Oh my God, a 6-pack? Oh. Of bloody apple? What? Oh, it's a key item. It's a really heavy pack, too. Okay. Let's get this open. Okay, so where are we? All right, okay, we're back in, we've done a loop. Am I supposed to am I supposed to throw the canned juice down here? Should I see if the game is gonna let me? That is certainly some... It did say it was really heavy. Am I supposed to, like, throw this down and it pushes all of the junk that was blocking the garbage chute free? That is such point-and-click logic. Like, that is such point-and-click adventure logic. I mean, but yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. What else could it possibly be? Really? Really? goes. Okay. Oh, no. Yes? No. Okay. That was such a it's just a cat moment. That was what that moment was. He was really struggling to lift that six-pack. I'm glad we all saw that. It said it was really heavy. Those were dense cans of apple cider. Trying to get back to that exclamation point. I'm gonna turn left. There we go. I have to assume something else. Oh, was it really just that? For some reason, I assumed something else was gonna have dropped. Dropped down the garbage chute, but I guess not. Can I take one of these? Wow, the apple cider doesn't restore health. All right, let's plug it in. Okay, 3 bright coins and 5 holes B. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. Well, I assume first meant... I assume first meant the first of the 5, but maybe this is an order... Now, I can't remove them, so it can't be an order of installation. The wind from behind the flower doth blow, a beautiful... From the maiden doth blow, a beautiful flower alone has to grow. Here comes the man so sleek and so fine, in pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. So we've got a sword on one side. We don't need that. We need a man. Got a flower and a snake. And the maiden in a grave. It would be incredible if this game did let you call the Harvey Boys for just one. The Hardy Boys? You convinced me it was Harvey. No. The Hardy Boys for just one call. 3 bright coins and 5 holes B. Okay. First it's the maiden under the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. See, alone has to grow implies to me that there's nothing on either side. Here comes the man so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. But maybe not. This is so simple. I feel like I'm overthinking it. 3 bright coins and 5 holes B. The first sits the maiden underneath the tree. Okay, so the first sits the maiden either implies she's in the first place. I guess there's 2 moons, because there's a moon here on the left. Here comes the man so sleek and so fine, in the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. I guess it doesn't imply that he's under anything. Hey, okay. So she was supposed to be under, like, literally under the tree. Are the hills still silent if I yell hi everyone to shop my many lungs? Hi, gold stars. Okay. The man doth approach, his blade now revealed, his face disappears behind the shining steel. I'm gonna assume approach. Away from the man doth the maiden flee, towards the flower, away from the tree. I like that this is a multi-step. Where once grew a flower of venomous glee, where once was a maiden, a stone doth be. Oh no! And over her grave the man doth remain, his blade never met the vile serpent's vein. Oh my god! The beast who its teeth in her flesh doth bore, he who has failed, she who is no more. Now unto you falls a grievous chore, who carries the blame for what fate had in store? Oh my god, do I have to choose one? The beast who its teeth in her flesh doth bore, he who has failed, she who is no more. Now unto you falls a grievous chore, who carries blame for what fate had in store? What? I mean, my instinct is the man who was approaching her with a sword. Because the implication there is he was going to attack her, right? And she flew. It was kind of a Orpheus and Eurydice situation. She fled, and the snake bit her and killed her. Who carries blame for what fate had in store? Yeah, I don't want to blame the snake, because the snake was just like, you know, a snake. I think I'm gonna go man. I'm so curious if that had any in-game implication. Silent Hill 2 is about blaming yourself. Snake Lady is a great point. Alright, wait, so what did that key say? 201? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go out to the right, up those stairs, and we'll be right there. Okay. We solved the coin puzzle. What? And we talked a lot about the substance. Alright, 201 should be just down here at the end of the hall. And I'm certain there is nothing but good things waiting for us in this apartment. In fact, I believe it so much I'm not even gonna heal before we go inside. Probably just a coincidence, but it does seem like every time we're near a bed, I can hear a woman struggling, gasping. I think it's just a coincidence, though. Wow, beautiful double doors that they've blocked. That's tragic. Honestly, a tragic use of the space. Cool normal door. I mean, it's beaten all to hell, but this is kind of a nice apartment. Don't do it, James. Don't even try. Don't even try, James. I don't approve. This is our first time seeing Pyramid Head. Yeah, Mechtel. I knew it was coming. I thought it was going to come earlier. I was hoping it would come during that first stream. That was fine. That was okay. That is your first time seeing the man? Well, so that's Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head is a fascinating figure in horror communities. Because he is very much a baby girl. There's just a ton of like Pyramid Head is my boyfriend media. You know how like Cthulhu kind of got chibified in like the 2000s, 2010s? Pyramid Head got chibified and baby girled, and so like there was a lot of people who were like, I want to date Pyramid Head. He's so handsome. He's incredible. Partially corresponding to the Silent Hill movie coming out. And controversial opinion, I enjoyed the Silent Hill movie. Not a lot of people did. But he's particularly buff in that one. He wasn't very buff in this one. I think it's just an interesting choice. I don't disagree with it. I think I didn't love that model or that appearance. I just think the pyramid should be bigger. I don't care about his muscles. His pyramid needs to be fucking bigger. It needs to be, you know, like, oh, like really aggressively big. I'm glad we saw Pyramid Head, though. Bigger pyramid, smaller muscles? Yeah. It should just be slender head, a slender man, but with a pyramid, like a Gaza pyramid on his head. That's how I feel about it. No, Snake Lady, I'm kind of with you. We lose something without Pyramid Head being overtly sexual. Well, some additional important context for that scene is in the original, a lot of people interpret, and let me preempt this by saying I don't see it. I don't think it's actually in the text, but a lot of people suggest that Pyramid Head is sexually assaulting the leg monsters. I've played Silent Hill 2. I've seen that scene plenty of times. I don't think it's in the actual text. I think it's horror fans / gamers trying to be edgy about it. And I think people have, if I remember correctly, people have asked Masahiro Ito, who is the monster designer for these games, about it, and he was like, okay. Hey, I don't think he confirms or denies, but he doesn't. His response to it suggests that that's not something that he had in mind, but which he considers a fair interpretation. Ugh. The worst bathroom yet. I don't think the scene itself or anything else in the text of Silent Hill supports that interpretation of it. It's just one of those things. But it is like part of the inherent nature of Pyramid Head is that he is like super muscular, he's super bulky. He's got a big pyramid for the head. He's got a big weird sword. He's an icon. I mean, there's a reason that he's like the iconic monster of Silent Hill. Him and the nurses, I guess. The nurses also as well. Okay, we made it to Blue Creek. This is really putting in perspective how nice those other apartments were, you know? Oh, God, the spray on that. Oh, fuck! Did that one burst? Alright, let's use a syringe. This man doesn't deserve full health, but he's gonna get it anyway. Utility room? No. Okay. This man is getting a lot of mileage off this window sash. The syringes, I think, refill your full health. The health drinks just give you, like, a couple notches of health. Ugh. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, little buddy? Where'd you go, you little beetle creature? I see you there. That's not, you're not who I'm wanting to. There's some kicky little legs. Kicky little legs nearby, and I know it. Trying to bait me into fighting this thing when there's some kicky little legs around. Okay, I guess I'll attack this thing. Ugh. Full of slime. Cookie. Okay. Oh, fuck! Wow, that one was posing. Girl was serving. Yeah, for real. For real. Did you see that pose? Ooh, girl. Those monsters are like double reverse mermaids. You know what I mean? Oh, M. M for moth. M on door. Okay, so that's gotta be... Marissa makes music. Shocking to say, it's thematic. It's thematically appropriate. Oh, safe spot. Love that. Love that. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. We've come pretty far. My instinct is always to touch everything and then save, but... Finger holding up okay. I've been very good about wearing the splint, and my thumb is doing much better. I can make a fist, so I can thumbs up. That's all good, and it doesn't hurt to do it, to clarify. Henry fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west to the other side. But here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. He'll flee. He's fled to the west. I'm curious. This looks like a grandfather clock, so my guess is this is a clock-based puzzle. He'll fled to the west, to the other side. Here comes Mildred with unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. I like this picture of a window. I don't know why. It's very funny. The text is different from other streams you've seen. I went with the default difficulty on everything. And I don't know where to access that information now. Okay. All right, save spot, blocked door. There was a 90s mode, but that was all visual. Okay. Feels really dark. Feels really dark over here. All of a sudden. Oh, Christ. Oh, Gold Star is good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh my god, is it coming for me? How do you dodge? Fuck sakes. Okay. Phew. Phew. How was that thing watching TV? What was the mechanics of that? Also, nothing's on. This place is a ruin. The floppy tube, guys! Love that. Mectel, I also hate how they move. It is fucked up. Oh, is this just a shortcut? What? Where are you? I hear you. Yuba. Oh.
Ah.
I feel like I hear another bug. Maybe not. It's hard to tell if I'm hearing bug or some sort of slurping. Elden Ring finger vibes, Snake Lady says in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Goop or spores? It's goop. This game's too OG. That my exit was the creature deflating. These creatures are too old school to be mushroom based. That is a very modern horror contrivance. Alright. There's a whole other area back the way I came that I did not do my due diligence exploring. I will save real quick, just as a treat for myself. Hello? Seemed like there was somebody in there. Bye, Mechdel. I mean, the original Silent Hill 2 doesn't really have a lot of mental health stuff in it, arguably. I mean, no. Well, no. I would not argue it is about mental health. Okay. So we got an M door and an H door. How they would represent the lady's story? Yeah, we'll see. We have not gotten in to the game far enough for me to have a good sense of how I think they've handled that. We'll see. Is there no way through? I'm climbing? Oh. Oh. Alright, slither on in there, James. How's the music? Good. It's been pretty low-key so far, I would say, Warped Mind Dogma. It's been low-key, but I think it's been a good representation of the vibe, which is sort of like... Oh, is that here already? No. Maybe Pyramid Head was here already. Okay. It never hurts to double tap stuff in Silent Hill. They've kept the really good, like, metal vibes. Yeah, there's just a lot of dead ones of these. Stay down. Okay. Where are we? All right. Hearing sounds. Okay, so we got our way through there. I think they're fire escapes. Do they not seem like fire escapes to you? See? Lingering goop. Okay. Oh, is this the way through that I just opened? Okay, interesting. I don't think I can squeeze up there. Oh, but can I push? Is there something on the other side I can get to? Alright, I think this is a shortcut that I will unlock on the other side. Okay. They are very close to the original. The monster designs. Like, it's quite a lot of overlap. Okay. Totally normal thing to have in a house. The old ceiling radio. Playing everyone's favorite radio dirge. Oh, I've gathered quite a lot of ammo. Okay, that's good news. Okay. Normal contraption to have for your radio. All my homies in the club love when they start playing the dirge. Everybody in the club got an urge to dirge. No, go around the door. There we go. Okay. The fuck was that? Ah, shit. Okay, you don't have to get angry about it, James. I mean, I guess I got angry about it, so maybe that's only fair. Well, hope there wasn't any loot back there that I would have wanted. 306, okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this valve. Oh. I just cannot see for shit. Okay. It's actually an old window sash with a couple nails that were, I guess, used to get it on the window. I think that earned a little health drink. Oh, I don't even get to take this? Okay, fine. Did that reopen the door? No. I don't get to take this? I need a valve, though. And this is the exact right size. Fine. Did I make a loop? Yeah. But I didn't pick up a valve, right? I guess I just got the key. 306. Okay. I feel like I was here earlier. Yes, okay, I crawled in there. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight down this hallway. Yeah. Why did I circle the radio? Other than maybe it's crazy. Been playing this game with my boyfriend, and by that I mean I played 30 minutes, got scared, and then made him play for 3 hours while I watched with my fingies. An ideal way of playing the Silent Hill games. Honestly, I feel like this is a great game to swap controllers on. Oh. Ah! I did not know she was back there. I was trying to hit this one. Who's standing? Ah, shit. I didn't think she was dead. Okay. Come on. More combat to be had, my friend. No. Okay. Are you down? Okay. Oh, I hate when this game makes me crawl. I really don't care for it. But it is what James deserves, so. Nothing for it. Okay. It's because I'm playing James, and James is his own worst enemy, so this is the only way you can really roleplay. Oh! Oh! That one had better not stand up and attack me. It is making pretty gnarly gurgly sounds, though. Okay. How dare I? For real, game. At least I didn't get gooped this time. But like, come on. How many times a girl got a double tap? Okay. All right, I guess we're gonna do this again. Warped Mind Dogma on YouTube says, men will call through dilapidated apartment buildings full of nightmare creatures born from repressed psychological trauma before going to therapy. And it's true. That is arguably the thesis of Silent Hill. I also love that all the fucking apartment doors in this building are swinging like saddle doors. Why the music? Why is there music? Why is there music? Oh, fuck you. Was for? Just that one monster? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay, I guess I'm trying to get back to that other room with the valve. From where? From where? From where? From where? From where? From where? Which way? There she be. Oh. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, I'll go. Maybe I'll go the long way. I still want to stick part of my body through that crevice. Ah, two. Ah, two. No, no, oh my god. Fuck you two. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's syringe time. Okay. All right, was it? Yes, all right, 307 is where we want to go. I just want to peek real quickly. If there's anything over here. Yeah, like some ammo. That would be great. Listen, the creature design. The creature design and animation is just crazy. Okay, so that's there, but I can't interact with it? Alright, let's do the thing we came here to do, which I guess is turn this valve. Okay, now what? Oh, okay. All right, I got the hour hand, everyone. So it is a clock puzzle. It must be a grandfather clock puzzle. I haven't seen any clocks around. But I guess we'll just go back. Oh? Oh. All right, we got a shortcut. Okay. I did just hear something screech, but it probably has nothing to do with me. Probably has nothing to do with old James. Okay. We saw a note that was clearly referencing a grandfather clock, but I haven't actually... Oh! I'm a fool. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we've got... It was, what was it? Harold, Scott, and Mildred? Hours, seconds, minutes? Henry, Scott, and Mildred. Okay. So the hour fears the second. He'll run from him and hide. He'll flee to the west to the other side. Here comes Mildred, unknown intent. Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. All right. Blank, blank, Scott. Okay, so these are the... measurements of time, clearly. I'm gonna assume hours, minutes, seconds? just because of the length of the word. All right, so we've got to get two more hands. Oh, and we have an H door and an M door. This game wants us to go clothing shopping at H&M. I've put it all together, chat. I've pieced together the ultimate puzzle. Okay, but how do we get to the H and the M? H door, M door. We haven't gotten to the first floor at all. Did we get a key or anything? Oh, is that from Woodside? 217. No, that was from the last apartment we were at. Yay, Liz! Congrats on the vaccinations. Stained handkerchief, it feels familiar. Oh, gold stars, that's a good estimation. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm wondering if it's hard to know which hand we've got without comparison of the length. I'm gonna assume it's not the second hand though. Although, no, second hands are usually not as intense as this one is. I mean, I guess let's place it. Okay. I mean, that seemed like something happened. That seemed like maybe it did something. I guess let's check the... To me, this looks like more of a minute hand than an hour hand. It just feels relatively stubby, but let's check the H. Let's save and then check the H. The H is just around the corner, right? Oh, and it's open now. Gold stars, that's good thinking. I don't know if I would have put that together. Because in my mind, you don't solve the puzzle until you have all the pieces of the puzzle. This apartment is suspiciously nice. Oh, okay, there it goes. There's the shithole part. This is a nice kind of a, I mean, it's beaten up, but you can tell it's well loved. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're looking for some birds. Looking for some birds, everyone. No, don't shoot the birds, James. They're not a threat. Okay, and we're looking for a bird key. Okay, I guess we're going through the wall. Seesaw. Okay, that's not what I would have labeled that thing. But James has been here longer than I have, so might argue. Ah, yeah. See, this is more the speed. that I've been expecting. Do you want me to interact with the toilet game? Okay. I mean, content warning. I just know this is gonna be ghastly. I was gonna say gross and nasty, and it did come out ghastly. So just everybody heads up, it's gonna be ghastly. Don't do it, James. Don't do it. Deeper. Go deeper. Please, God. Please let me. Please, God. No, please let me. Please just let me. No, this is the worst. This is actually the worst game I've ever played. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but this is the worst game that's ever been made, actually. Oh no, the place got really shitty. Oh, I feel bad about it. I feel bad about the part that I played in transforming this beautiful, idyllic household into this nightmare. Oh. Honey, I'm home. Ah, shit. My desire to get the double tap is going to be the death of me. There's no reason why the pigeon would have worked in that, but it just would have been funny. God, I'm gonna have to go out there, huh? This feels like it's supposed to be a metaphor, like the pigeon and the swan or something. But I don't think there is. I don't think that Boyd is. I don't think there's a metaphor operating behind that puzzle. I think it's just a nonsensical puzzle. Every room a fresh horror. Wow, is this a 2-bedroom? Take the bullets, my dear. Reach your nasty-ass trash hand. He even used his dominant hand. I don't know why. That makes it so much worse to me. But, like, if you're gonna get all gunky, get your non-dom hand gunky. You would use your dominant hand for that? Fuck you, game. Hey, game, fuck you for real, though. Malformed figurine part. Yeah, I knew it. Awesome. Okay. So that was part of the figure? Does the game do ceiling crawling at all? I don't believe so. I don't believe the original one did. This one might, but I don't remember. All right. The map is, I appreciate how much notation the map has for keeping everything straight, but it's also a little overwhelming. I'm just gonna follow my heart. That's what James does, you know, he just follows his heart, he follows his instinct. He's a real instinct-driven person. Getting real choppy. my visuals getting real choppy. See, I don't like that the radio goes silent when they stop moving. Ah, fuck! What is casting this shadow? Ah, it's the thing I need. Okay. Should be able to combine. Is this a two-parter? Huh. Huh. It doesn't look like the swans that I know. But yeah, why not? It kind of looks like a swan that was carved out of a Buddha hand. You know what I mean? Like a Buddha hand citrus. Alright, I don't see any reason to bust that open. Hey, you know what the best part of this remake is? There's no fucking durability. Like, there's no weapon durability on my extremely dumb weapon of a plank of wood I pried from a window. Like, right? Like, I hate weapon durability. Genuinely one of my least favorite. Ah. Oh my god. Okay. That was like breaking open a piggy bank to get the change inside. Oh, Christ. I might go. Can I save though? No, I'm in hell, huh? Yeah, I can't save. I am in hell. So can't. I mean, you know, that makes sense. No saving in hell. Oh, I wonder. I bet if I had looked at the inventory at that one, it would have just been like, it's the hour hand, Jenna. It's obviously the hour hand. It would have been, I guess it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Faith, it's remarkable how consistent that is a plot. But I guess that is kind of Silent Hill's fault. Well, is that Silent Hill's fault? It's partially Silent Hill's fault, and partially just a function of Patriarchal societies. You gotta play a man. You gotta have a wife. And that wife has to be in goo hell. And that's just how games are made. That's just the long and short of them. I'm gonna do one more. It's getting increasingly choppy. I wanna see what I can do. God, should I drop it to low? That's a shame. Yeah, I just might have to be. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. I find a lot of games are about wives and goo. Oh. Why are you having a weird reaction to this, my dude? I mean, that looks a lot like the cabinet piece that we solved earlier. Alright, so I'm on the first story. Here we go. We're in 110. Time to start knocking on doors and canvassing. Speaking of canvassing, don't forget to make a plan for how to vote in this upcoming election. Tuesday, November 5th. Yeah, and if you can vote early, vote early. Oh, also, if you're... I saw a TikTok of people trying to collect ballots. This was in Washington. In Washington, you can drop your ballots off. They were just like drop-off plots, so you can drop them off whenever. So Washington has some pretty solid voting laws. There were people outside of that ballot box saying that they were collecting ballots before you put them in the ballot box. If you see that, call the city, because what those people are doing is first of all extraordinarily illegal, and second of all not at all legitimate. If you give them your ballot, they are going to decide whether or not they want that ballot to be submitted depending on how you vote. So if you hear about that, if you see anybody doing that, that is hugely illegal. Please call somebody. You drop it off at City Hall, solid. I miss voting in Washington. It was so much easier. And they had such good like documentation about like what stuff was going to be on the ballot, who's voting, or who you're voting for, that sort of thing. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. I'm James.
Angela.
Angela. Okay. Look, I'm not sure what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? What's the point? It's easier just to run. Maybe it's all we deserve.
We?
Me. You. We're all the same.
I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? Sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
No.
Is my mother with me? Come on, dude. Come on.
Not yet.
Did you find your
Did she
wife?
live here?
in this building?
I don't know.
So all you know is that she lived in this town?
What did you say? How did you know that?
Well, I just figured because this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah. Sorry. Did you find the person that you were looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know why I think she's here. She
died 3 years ago.
She's dead?
Oh, don't worry, I'm not crazy.
The appropriate reaction
At
to
least I don't
this.
think so.
I need to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town really is dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
No, it's okay. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure, no problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. No!
There are monsters.
I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please don't.
There are monsters, though. There are monsters, though. Okay, well, she'll be fine. It's just there are monsters, though. That was always one of the craziest things about Silent Hill is that, like... I can get that key, too? Is that you meet other people. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that is the accurate Silent Hill interpretation. I think that's accurate. Yeah, that's true. So she might not be seeing monsters, or if she is, they might not be quite the same. Key of resilience. I love this fucking giant mirror. What an incredible statement piece for a room. Yeah, no, it's always so crazy to me that in the Silent Hill games, like, you meet other people who are also just, like, fucking wandering around, having the worst day of their lives. And you always meet them, and they're sort of like, no, I don't want to hang out. I actually do not want to spend time with you. I know things are fucked up. I don't know if hanging out with you is going to make that better. There's something really inherently funny about that to me. Yeah, I don't think it's ever made clear the extent to which other people are experiencing the thing you're experiencing. I do want to stop the stream because we're over time. I have things to do, but I I really want to get to a save point first. Pretty certain that S is where the boss battle happens. If I'm remembering correctly. I think the NPCs are more naturalistic. I think they are still pretty detached. I don't know. So much of the discomfort and insanity of the original Silent Hills has to do with just like the limitations of the art form at the time. And so it's like, to what extent are you beholden to replicate those? And to what extent does abandoning those weaken the overall experience of the game? Difficult question. Maybe impossible. Let's fight some legs. Where are those legs at? There you are. Oh. How did I not get a surprise kit? God, these legs have such dodge. Ow. Well, if this thing kills me, we'll figure out where our save is. Okay. Okay, baby. Have your medicine. Forever together. Oh, no. Let me see the backside. Is there gonna be another? Oh, there is! N6? Do we think that's N6? Maybe 116? I think N6 makes more sense. I mean, I should be going back to that save spot soon. Because I got then another hand for the clock. There we go. All right, let's save, and then I will stop. There you go, baby. Baby girl James gets a save spot because he's so brave. Remind me that we need to open the stream by putting the clock hand in place. And then that will be the first thing that we do. No, I'm not streaming Sunday. It just occurred to me. My friend Paul is coming in town for a wedding. And we're going to go to the Ren Fair on Sunday. So there will be no stream Sunday, but we'll be back at the normal time for an appropriately evening stream Tuesday evening. For more of this game until I get tired of it, basically. I don't know if we'll play the whole thing on stream. I think it's quite long. I think it's like 15 hours or so. If I remember, stream dressed in Ren Fair attire. I will take as many adorable pictures as I can. I don't know if we're going to get dressed up. Maybe we'll get dressed up. I don't know what clothes Paul is going to bring for a Ren Fair. It would be funny if he brought like a wedding outfit and a Ren Fair outfit and it was the same outfit. That's my ideal. But we'll have to see. That's the plan. No stream Sunday. We'll be back Tuesday. Good luck, everybody. Bye. Ah!